Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Nancy, also go by Macumba. And last week's message really kind of stuck and landed with me. It was all about being coachable, forgiveness, and hijacked. And automatically, I resorted back to thinking about when did I feel those type of things, or when in my life did something happen that may have triggered that emotion. And um, one of them was I was a flight attendant for a major airline, and we were on our way back from Amsterdam going into Detroit, and that was 9/11. And we were diverted to Toronto. We were hijacked, if you would, to go to Toronto. And the captain had told us, you know what, they're shooting planes from the sky. We don't have a lot of details, but all we know is to look for anything strange or unusual because there could be bombs on the plane and whatnot. So we all definitely were in a reactive state. Like Kurt says, when you're feeling hijacked, you're in that reactive state and you have choices to make. How are you going to respond, right? And one of the things that we did as a crew, we all met in the back of the plane and closed the curtains and we prayed. And we went to Psalms 9:11 and Psalms 91:1. And we definitely, if you go to those scriptures, you'll find the relevance of that message that led us there. And it was the most incredible experience. Having landed in Toronto after 8.5 hours, having to stay on the plane for another 8.5 hours with passengers because they they didn't have customs prepared to be able to handle all the planes that were landing there. So 17 hours on an aircraft with 350 passengers. Definitely got some stories for you there that I can share with you at a later date. But one of the things that really stuck with me as far as the emotion of what Kurt was teaching was in that feeling of being hijacked or feeling like, you know what, you have choices. You can fight or flight, and as he said, you can appease or, flee the situation. So we didn't really have choices other than we know our God, and we knew the power of prayer, and we knew the power of teamwork. And that lends me right into being coachable. And that lends me right into the message of being able to forgive yourself. And I just thought about how many years that I have held on to things that weren't mine to hold on to. It was it was almost as if I can't move to the next level of what God has in store for me until I forgive myself. Once you forgive yourself, then you can move on to be coachable to hear what God has in store for you. And there's so many of us I know in this group, in this program, that have been called for greatness, that have been called to teach a message or do something. So this past week's message, I think, was definitely the catalyst for me. And I'm just so grateful to be here. Thank you.